Veterans, if your spouse is taking care of you right now and you haven't applied for the VA Caregiver Program, you could be losing over $20,000 a year. And it's not because you don't qualify, it's because most veterans sabotage themselves during their evaluation. Or they just don't even know this program exists, which is ridiculous. But here's the kicker. If you're gonna watch this video and watch it all the way to the end, you're gonna know exactly how to get your spouse paid to take care of you. And today, I'm gonna be breaking down exactly what the VA Caregiver Program really is, who qualifies, how much it pays, exactly how to apply for it, and how the evaluation works so that when you do go over there, you pass it. And we're going to be discussing why most veterans get denied and what to do if you are denied and how this benefit fits into the bigger VA strategy. Because if care is happening, it should be recognized. And if it is recognized, your spouse or your family members should be compensated for it. And that's what we're talking about. If you're new here, my name is Ruben Gama. I am a combat veteran and the CEO of VA Cleans Made Easy. I have no-life the VA system so that you don't have to. Because remember, the VA is not the problem. Your lack of knowledge and the system is. And that's what we fix here on this channel. Let's get into the video. Let me tell you about a veteran in my school community group that we helped. He was 100% PTSD. He had night terrors, medication confusion, impulse escalations during panic attack. His wife handled literally everything for him. She tackled his meds, she monitored his sleep, she drove him literally everywhere. She stepped in during his episodes, and they applied for the caregiver program. During the evaluation, the VA asked, "Do you manage your medication independently?" And he said, "Yes, most days." And guess what? Cooked! Instantly denied. Why? Because when you use these words like most days and sometimes, it equates to independent in the VA language. You got to be very mindful when you guys are speaking to the VA because words matter to the VA. And the same word that you use in your day-to-day speak might not carry as much weight. But in the eyes of the VA, it does because they're going to pay you money for this. They're going to be paying your spouse almost $20,000 a year if you guys get approved for this, in addition to you already getting all your benefits. So words matter when it comes to the VA. So you got to be very mindful. But it's not all bad for this veteran because there's a silver lining at the end of this story due to him joining our community group and us helping him. But let's get back to it. 6 months later, his wife was exhausted, emotionally burned out, snapping at the kids, and they reapplied with our help. This time, we helped them document literally everything. Night terrors 3 to 4 times weekly, medication mismanagement, psychiatrist notes stating require supervision, words matter. Spousal statements detailing daily intervention of his episodes, how she has to take care of him, bathe him, put him to sleep. All of those things we help them document. And guess what? They got approved at tier 2. Same diagnosis, different documentations. That's the big difference here between pride and preparation and also seeking help. And which is what we're doing phenomenally in our school community group. So if you need help with any of these things you hear me talking about, join the school community group and we'll see how we can help you. Let's discuss what the program actually is. The official name of this program is Comprehensive Assistance for Family Caregiver. What it does is it provides monthly stipends paid to the caregiver. This does not come to you. It goes to whoever is providing care. And it is not limited only to your spouse. It can be a caregiver, it could be your spouse, your mother, your father. If they're providing care for a veteran that is in need and it gets approved, that's who gets the compensation. And more than just the compensation, it comes with caregiver training, mental health support, respite care, and possible CHIMP VA coverage. This is not disability compensation. It is completely separate. Listen, veteran, I want you guys to understand this. The VA is not the problem here, right? Like, if there were, they wouldn't have all these programs. And we have to be honest. They need to tighten the ropes when it comes to applying for this program so that it's not manipulated and it's not taken advantage of. That's fair. But you have to understand when you do your due diligence and you learn the game of the VA, then you can just see it's just all checks and balances. And once you get all your checks in, you get your balance increase. I know you guys like what I just did there, man. That's fire. But all jokes aside, the VA is not the problem. Your lack of knowledge is. And that's my mission. I'm going to fix that. But so often I get comments, messages, my spouse helped me a lot and I filed for this program and we got denied. And just from hearing that, I can tell like you didn't do your due diligence. If you say, due to my service-connected PTSD, I require supervision during appendix escalations and medications management due to impaired executive functioning, now you're speaking the VA criteria. The system is structured. If you don't understand the structure, you will think it is rigged and it's set against you, and it is not. So the real standards. The VA evaluates functional impairments, not diagnosis severity. There are 2 pathways to get this program, guys. Let's talk about it. Pathway number 1 is activities of daily living, ADLs. This means regular assistance required with bathing, dressing, grooming, toileting, feeding, mobility, transferring. The key word here is regular, not occasionally, not during flare-ups, only regular. If it's consistent and it's happening every single day, boom, that's the first pathway you can use to get your caregiver, spouse, whomever that may be, compensated to take care of you. Pathway number 2, supervision, protection, or instruction. This is where mental health veterans qualify. If you require supervision because of PTSD episodes, TBI memory loss, medication mismanagement, risk of self-harm, impulse control instability, that qualifies. You do not need to be physically incapacitated. Safety supervision count. If you have severe PTSD and you need a spouse or whomever to ensure that you don't go off the loose end and hurt yourself or hurt other people, you count. You just need to be able to explain that in the VA language so they understand that. Let's talk about how much does it pay. The stipend is based on home health aid rates in your specific region. There are 2 tiers. Tier 1, lower independency. Tier 2, higher dependency. In many areas, that caregiver could be receiving anywhere from $1,000 to $2,500 a month. Let's calculate that. At $2,000 per month, that's $24,000 per year. Over a 5-year period, that's $120,000. That's not pocket change, that escalate. And here's the thing, they're getting that just to take care of you. And that's in addition to what you're receiving as the veteran. Come on. We have all the means to be successful here, guys. We just need to start taking charge and educating ourselves and implementing it. Hold up, real quick, vets. YouTube tells me that 93.8% of you guys are watching the video but not subscribing. That's like my ex-girlfriend wanting all my VA benefits but not committing to me. Come on, man. You know, I put a lot of work, a lot of sweat into these videos. So if it's bringing value to you, just hit the subscribe button. It literally takes nothing from you, but it tells YouTube that what we're doing here at VA Cleans Made Easy is actually helping the community, so they promote and push to more veterans. And ultimately, that's our goals. So go ahead and take the time out right now. Just subscribe to the channel. You guys know I like to break these things down strategically and give you guys actionable plans, because all this information without an actionable plan with no execution means nothing. So here's your full execution plan. Step 1, confirm VA health enrollment. You must be enrolled in the VA healthcare system. If you are not enrolled, enroll first. Enroll today. This program runs through the VA medical system, not the compensation office. Step 2, you need to go and complete VA Form 10-10CG. This is the official application. Both veterans and the caregiver can sign up, and it is submitted online through the va.gov website, or you can mail it or you can fax it. The fastest path is online though. Step 3, clinical reviews. The VA will review you. They'll review your service-connected disability, medical eligibility, care needed baseline. This is just the beginning. Step 4, functional assessment and interview. You and the caregiver will be interviewed, often separately. Expect questions like, can you manage medications alone? Can you leave home alone safely? Do you require prompting for hygiene? Have there been safety incidents? Do you require supervision during episodes? Answer from your worst functional baseline, all right? Answer from your worst functional baseline. Remember, the VA pays off functional impairment. I had to put that out there because some of you guys are going to go in there and cook yourself and then be leaving in my comments. I followed the whole video, it didn't work. What'd you do when you went in there? Cook myself? All right, then yeah, don't leave no comments. Let's simulate this, right? Let's walk through it. Do you manage medication independently? Wrong answer. Yes, most days. Better answer. Due to my PTSD-related memory lapse and medication side effects, my spouse supervised my medication routine to ensure compliance and safety. See the difference there? One is just you cooking yourself, and the next one is you cooking the VA. The difference is specific, functional, documentable, and that's how you win. So, home visits. They're gonna visit your home. Let me tell you what they're gonna be looking for. They may assess, is care actually occurring? Is supervision justified? Does the environment reflect claims limitations? Do not perform strength. Do not minimalize. Be consistent and be truthful, all right? Be truthful. From your worst days, be truthful. Next is the caregiver training. If preliminary is approved, caregiver must complete the VA required training module. This is mandatory. You're not going to get past this. And if you want to get compensated, you might as well do it. Completion leads to the final approval and tier assignment. So, timeline and expectation, you can expect 2 to 6 months on average, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, but you just be patient. Understand the VA is going to do the VA thing. All right. What do you do if you get denied? You do not quit. That's the first thing. If you're denied, don't quit. Especially if you need this, especially if your spouse is literally overworking themselves, going to work, getting back to take care of you. Please do not quit. You just need to re-strategize. If you actually qualify for this and you get denied, it's due to you poorly documenting the severity of your symptoms. It is not eligibility failure at all. If you're denied, what you need to do is request a review, request an explanation, strengthen your documentation, and reapply if necessary. Again, if you need help with any of this, click the link in my description, join the school community group. We will assist you, we will help you. That's what we've been doing. We've done this for multiple people, multiple veterans, multiple families. We're good at it. Denial is not disqualifications. It's just feedback, all right? Another veteran family from this community group was denied initially when they got in there, but we helped them process their appeal. And through the appeal, what we submitted was a therapy notes detailing supervision, crisis line records, medications and compliance logs, detailed caregiver daily routine statements, and guess what? They were approved on the review. If you are denied, please understand, if you actually qualify and you're actually suffering from this, right? I have to put that out there because if you're not actually, going through this, please don't misuse the system. Don't manipulate the system. That's low ball. That's terrible. I have to be clear and honest with you guys. If you don't qualify for this, don't fight for it. But if you do and you're denied, you need to fight, and don't stop fighting until you get it. So here's the bigger picture. The caregiver program is just one layer Others includes special monthly compensation, aid in attendance, secondary claims, mental health increases. I already have a video on that. Or if you don't want to sit there and watch other videos and you just want us to help you, you know where to get the help you need. The system is layered, and if you qualify for caregiver, you may actually be qualified for SMC. And if you qualify for SMC, your total monthly support increases drastically. Go and watch that SMC video so you can know what I'm talking about if you don't know what SMC is. But it's very important that you understand this. This is the identity I want you guys all to adapt, all right? Needing caregiver does not make you weak. It means your service costs you something and you pay the price. Real leaders secure resources for the unit. Your family is your current unit and should be your number one priority. Protecting the person, protecting you is leadership. And that's not something to frown upon. That's strength. Especially because you're getting your spouse paid or the caregiver paid. Come on. Come on. Just do it. Just do it. If you're qualified, you just do it. Just do it, man. So, with that being said, guys, my name is Ruben Gaima. I am the CEO of VA Claims Made Easy. We are about to launch the first VA Claims app. No longer years and years of you struggling with getting your benefits. No more paying thousands and thousands of dollars to these third-party companies, lawyers to just take advantage of you and get half of all your back pay, if not more. Soon, you will be able to download the app, submit your claim, get this AI to assist you through the whole process, and submit it on your own terms. No more complexity of the VA. That's my mission. That's why I create these videos, and that's why I've poured all my resources into building this platform for you guys. With that being said, if you're interested, the link in the description is below. Click it. We'd love to have you on our platform. And don't forget to take a look at this video and this one. They will bring value to you. Share it with a veteran that you know is going to bring value to as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.